Warning, the video I'm about to play is extremely disturbing, so please tuck your kids in because, no music because of copyright, or no sound. But this video right here was the moment I knew Alex Pereira was not beating ANKALAEV. Look, let's be serious. Damn, she's still going. To be honest with you guys, this is about my 10th attempt at this video. I don't know why, but this fight is stumping me. That sounds weird, but this fight is like really sort of got me in my tracks because I've been trying to articulate how I feel about this fight, who I think is going to win, but I just can't like put it into words. This is such a conundrum of a fight because on one hand, you got a guy like ANKALAEV who has already beaten Alex Pereira, but then you have Alex Pereira who is, I feel like a lot of people have completely undermined him, completely forgotten about this guy. I mean, some people just have forgotten how good Alex Pereira is to where I almost just want to pick him just so if he does win, I could be like, told you guys, I told you guys, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, and you already know I'm picking ANKALAEV. You guys already know that. I'm going to explain why, but I want to say this first. I cannot shake this feeling. I can't shake this feeling that Alex Pereira is going to sleep ANKALAEV. I don't know why. This is not me fence sitting. This is not me playing both sides. I'm not some freaking bisexual girl. I'm not playing both teams here. I'm legitimately trying to tell you guys I have a feeling. I just really feel like Alex Pereira. I just feel like Alex Pereira is going to beat ANKALAEV. But I'm not going with my feelings anymore because I went with my feelings for the first fight, and I was wrong. I went with my feelings for Merab and fucking Sean. I said Sean O'Malley was going to beat Merab. I was dead wrong on that. So I'm not going with my feelings. I'm going with the facts. And the fact of the matter is, ANKALAEV is probably going to sleep Alex Pereira. So I rewatched the first fight. It was just as ass as I remember. It was just as boring as I remember, right? And if you come in my comments and try to convince me, no, it was peak martial arts. The way that ANKALAEV just threw 3 strikes in 1 round and then held him against the fence. And then the way Pereira, and by the way, both of them were ass. I've already said this many, many times. Both of them were ass in the fight. It wasn't just ANKALAEV making it ass. Pereira didn't do shit either. So hopefully this fight is different, right? But I rewatched the first fight on like 2x speed. It was ass, but I got to say this. These are my takeaways, right? I got to say this. Magomed ANKALAEV, he was beating Alex to the punch very easily. And he was simply just outboxing Alex. He used a few kicks, of course, and obviously he had a great teep to the stomach a few times to Alex, which kept... ANKALAEV does a good job of keeping you away, just keeping his distance, get the fuck away from me. That's kind of his style, right? He doesn't like to get hit, obviously. But, of course, that's... No fighter wants to get hit. But he does a good job of keeping you away, pushing you away, keeping his distance from you. And what he did a really good job of in this fight as well, just completely beat Alex to the punch, landed his combinations first, didn't allow Alex to get any momentum going. And when Alex was trying to go forward, boom, teep kick, or boom, big right hand, or big left hand, or nice jab, or I'm going to go for a takedown. Even if I'm not going to get it, it still counts towards something. So he did a really good job of that. In this rematch, I think he's going to beat Alex to the punch again, but I do think he's going to KO Alex, or at least TKO him, right? Maybe he won't flatline him, but I could see it. Because the thing is, Alex Pereira, I think, is going to be very aggressive. I think so. I don't know. Maybe he's going to fight the same exact way, but if he does, he's just going to lose the same exact way. So I'm assuming he's going to change his game plan and actually try to be aggressive. If he tries to be aggressive, you are completely opening yourself up to either getting taken down, either getting just put on your ass by a big shot from Ank, or whatever the case may be. So I think that's what he is going to do. Is it the best strategy? I mean, it's either that or he tries to fight like the first fight but just tries to outpoint ANKALAEV a little bit more, but that's just not going to work, man. We saw the boxing of ANKALAEV, Mog, no pun intended, Mog, the kickboxing of Alex. He beat him to the punch. He was faster. He landed the shots first. And he did a good job again of keeping his distance. And he was on the front foot. He was pushing Alex against the cage. That's why when Alex got caught with that shot in like round 2, which everyone says, oh, he rocked Alex. I mean, I won't say he rocked him, but he stumbled him for sure. That was when his back was against the cage and he was being pressured. So, ANKALAEV won that fight. And I think in this fight, what Alex, I think, is going to try to do, or what he could, maybe he should try to do this, and maybe he could have success doing this. You got to be a bit more aggressive. But again, if you're a bit more aggressive, you're opening yourself up for getting fucking dropped. That's just a simple matter of fact. I mean, ANKALAEV, he's not just going to let you be aggressive on him. You know, and Alex, of course, he is a great front foot fighter. He's not really great at fighting off the back foot. He can't, like, he's not one of these fighters. He's really good at fighting on the front foot and making it his fight and, you know, being the aggressor, being the one that pressures. That's why you saw that with the Khalil Roundtree fight in that 4th round where he was destroying Khalil Roundtree and he was slipping and he was the aggressor. That's his bread and butter right there. But when it's kind of this game where it's like a pity-patter game, like against Adesanya the first time or against ANKALAEV in this fight, yeah, sometimes it could get a bit tricky for him because once you get into that kickboxer mode with him where, all right, we're kind of both being a bit technical right now, he can get outstruck. He just simply can. So I think if ANKALAEV, like he did in the first fight, does a good job of staying away from those shots, from those left hooks, from the high kicks, I do think he's going to win the same way. But I think this time, because I truly believe Alex is going to be more aggressive, and look, he looks great in training. He's been hitting the pads really nicely, I guess, and he looks very fast in training. To be fair, he does. He looks very fast in training. He looks lean and mean, very lean. Like, I feel like he looks more lean for this fight. Maybe I'm just trying to, I don't know. But I do think he looks very, very lean. And he obviously, he's upset at ANKALAEV. For whatever reason, he just hates ANKALAEV. He hates this team. He hates Ali. He doesn't like ANKALAEV. He's kind of in this sort of aggressive mode where he just hates ANKALAEV. This is the most heated I've ever seen him in the build-up to a fight. But I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing. I'm leaning towards it being a bad thing. So if he's already going to fight aggressive, now he hates this guy, that's going to put him out of his element a little bit, in my opinion. And I think he's going to get dropped and probably TKO'd with some ground and pound or something, would be my guess. I think what's going to happen is the first round is going to be a bit competitive. I think, you know, ANKALAEV is going to do a good job, again, of keeping his distance. Alex might be a little bit more aggressive, but he's going to get tagged with some jabs. I could see Alex getting peppered up with some jabs a little bit. Maybe he lands a nice shot on ANKALAEV that maybe stumbles him back or something, or a few nice jabs, or maybe some nice jabs to the body or something, some nice low kicks. He's going to land. Like, he's going to do good in the first round where people are like, okay, you know, it'll be a bit more competitive than their first round in the first fight. It's going to be a little bit more aggressive, probably from both guys, to be honest, because if Alex is going to pressure ANKALAEV, that doesn't mean ANKALAEV is just going to sit there and get pressured. He's going to also throw back as well. But I think round 2 or 3, maybe round 2, I think Alex is going to open up even more. He's going to throw even more. He's going to pressure even more, and I think that's where it happens. I think ANKALAEV is going to put him on his ass. I think ANKALAEV is going to catch him with a rear left hand, and Alex is going to just get dropped. He's just going to get hit right in the mouth, get dropped on his butt. I don't want to do this. I want to sit here. I really want to sit here, and I want to tell you guys, dude, Alex, what he's going to do is he's going to go in the octagon. He's going to just pressure, left hook, right hook, uppercut, flying knee, high kick, and sleep ANKALAEV in the first round. ANKALAEV's goblin nose goes spitting in the crowd, and everyone's celebrating, and the Dagestanis are like all on cliffs, just about to jump off. Like, I just want to sit here and be delusional and tell you guys that Alex is going to win, but I just can't, man. I just can't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense as a pick. It's just I can't see it, man. The sport doesn't give us what the fuck. The sport doesn't give us the moments that we want most of the time. Nowadays, not really. Yeah, we got Volk winning, but even like, okay, if you were rooting for Charles, that was one of those moments where Charles just got destroyed. I mean, I saw that coming, and I was rooting for Ilya. I was probably like one of the few guys. Well, no, there's a lot of Ilya fans, but the sport is an unforgiving sport, man. And Alex Pereira is like 38. It's just like, what is he going to... I could even see it being similar to the Izzy fight, the second one, where he got slapped by Izzy. He's going to be a bit more confident. You know, he's going to be like, you know, fuck the takedown. I'm just going to go for it. And he's going to get caught. I can see it, man. I can see it. Maybe he lands a shot on ANKALAEV and he gets overconfident, and then ANKALAEV drops him. I think that's what's probably going to happen, actually. I think he's going to get a little bit too overzealous in round 2. Oh, shit, I got him with a left hook. Maybe ANKALAEV showing up against the fence. Boom. Maybe a left hook or like a 2 down the pipe. Probably not a left hook. ANKALAEV's not really a hook guy. He's more of a straight punches kind of guy. So maybe a 2 down the pipe just puts Alex on his ass, man. I could see it. You know, Alex has a good chin, but it's not like he's not hittable. He is very hittable. Fuck, man. I really want to pick Alex, and I'm rooting for Alex. Please, Alex Pereira fans, please, I'm begging you to clown me if I'm wrong. Just clown me, please. I'm begging you. Like, I want to be wrong so bad. I've never wanted to be more wrong about a fight in my entire life. But it doesn't make sense. That's just how I feel, man. It doesn't make sense for Alex to go out there and sleep ANKALAEV in the first at 38 years old. You're 38 years old. You're going to come in. You're going to sleep ANKALAEV, and the world is going to rejoice. Like, if anyone can do it, it's going to be a guy like Alex, right? But it's just like, I don't know, man. I think ANKALAEV's one of these guys. He's always preparing. He's always getting ready. He's always training. I know Alex is training. Alex has been showing a lot of training footage, actually, during the build-up to this fight, which is good, right? Because a lot of people, including myself, have criticized him for not training and just out either, smashing Nina Drama or just out, like, partying or out doing events and shit and meet and greets. And he's training with, like, Steven Seagal and shit. So to see him actually, like, training is cool and all, but it's just like, man, I don't know, man. It's one of these where ANKALAEV just makes more sense. The younger guy. Yes, he fought a perfect fight in the first fight, but there were rooms for improvement. He himself could have been more aggressive. Honestly, he himself could have been a bit more aggressive, and he could have even, the takedowns, look, the takedowns were not really good from him, obviously, because he completed 0 takedowns in the first fight. So I don't even think takedowns will be a big factor in this fight either. I think he's going to just probably stick it to striking, because I think he knew how good he did in the striking department. Now, maybe you could argue it's because Alex was so worried about the takedowns. But again, if Alex is going to go into this fight like, fuck the takedowns, I'm not worried about the takedowns, I'm just going to go in there and just beat Alex and just be the aggressor, that means you're probably going to get put on your fucking ass. You're probably just going to get dropped and put on your ass. That's just the reality of the sport right now. So overall, I think Magomed ANKALAEV is going to drop Alex Pereira very badly and probably TKO him on the ground. I think what's going to happen is round 1 is going to be competitive, similar to the first fight, similar to round 1 of the first fight, where it's a bit competitive, maybe a little bit more aggressive from both. I think Alex might win the first round off of just maybe throwing a little bit more, but round 2, I think Alex is going to get overzealous, overexcited, and I think he's going to get caught with something. Maybe he hurts ANKALAEV slightly. Maybe he lands a left hook and ANKALAEV kind of stumbles back, and Alex gets all excited, starts throwing, and then ANKALAEV, boom, KOs him. I could see it, man. I really could see it. KO/TKO round 2, right at the beginning, to be honest, like early round 2. I could see it, man. Fuck, I know I keep saying I could see it. It just makes more sense. It makes more sense. I'm going to kill myself tonight. Tonight I am going to jump off a bridge. Yeah, fuck this sport, man. Fuck this sport. Overall, like, comment, share, sub. Don't even like this. Fuck it. Don't even like this video, because that would mean that you're supporting my prediction that ANKALAEV is going to win. So everybody just dislike this video. Nah, but I don't know. I want to be wrong so bad, bro. I really do. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll change my pick. Is that even allowed on MMA YouTube? Maybe I'll change my pick. Maybe we'll get to fight week and maybe I'll see like ANKALAEV maybe has staph infection, or maybe Alex has got like a new haircut or something. Hold on. All right, you know what? Anyways, like, comment, share, sub, become a member down below. Let me know your predictions for this fight. Obviously, this is not the full card. We're going to predict the full card later, but I just wanted to give this fight its own video because it's a big enough fight. So, yeah, see you guys in peace. Fucking ANKALAEV. I swear, bro. Like, why can't Alex just... Why can't Alex just go in there and just, like, flying knee... whatever. Goodbye.